with us. For this conversation, he's wearing the hat of one of the lead advocates for the Advocates for Christ, one of the organizations that supported this whole anti-LGBTQ plus bill. So looking at these different perspectives, how does it strike you, quickly?
Well, there are two thoughts. The first is the fact that the internal discussions in Parliament need to be harmonized. Because we did have the Speaker right from the beginning of the year talking about how he thought this could be retabled, it would go through the process, and this should be something that could be done quickly. Mm-hmm. And so to have it tabled, yesterday we had heard that some judge and some of the minority led by Reverend Tim Forjo, a number of them were pushing for it. It had been put on the agenda. And then suddenly to have this turnaround today is a bit surprising. However, from last year, I have always felt that there was a need to take this matter to court for adjudication.
What matter exactly?
Because the president's refusal to accept a bill that had been passed, I thought set a dangerous precedent. Because Parliament had finished its work. And there was not, within the Constitution, the president did not have the option he took. He had three options, according to the Constitution. Mm-hmm. He failed to take the option to receive and then give feedback to Parliament, the option to give it to the Council of State. Mm-hmm. I've forgotten what the third option was. But he appeared not to have taken any of the constitutional options and just simply said, there are some cases in court.
So he says he was waiting for the outcome of those cases.
So there's a sense in which I tend to agree with Mahama Ayariga, the majority leader, that perhaps we need to have a court, ruling.
Like the Supreme Court should.
Yes. What happens when a president refuses to accept a bill that has been passed? Because the danger is that for some other very important issue, mm-hmm. where Parliament has finished its work, another sitting president could say, I'll do nothing. Mm-hmm. And then, depending on whether, hopefully that will not happen, whether the judiciary decides not to table the case, because we had from 28 February all the way to the end of 2024, nothing was done. Mm-hmm. So there's a sense in which, even though I would have been happy, because I know the Speaker and quite a number of people were intent to make this go through, I think that the majority leader has a point in terms of making sure we set the right precedent for the future.
We'll see how the coming days will look like on this. And Senanu, thank you for joining us. Edem Senanu is the co-chair of this Citizens Movement Against Corruption for the previous conversation.
This one, I'm the chairman for Advocates for Christ.
Chairman for the Advocates for Christ. It's a very interesting legal conversation that would ensue in the coming days. Recall the president's position on this matter. He had proposed that, this should rather be a government-backed bill instead of a private member's bill, which has now surfaced again. So we'll see how the coming days will look like. On behalf of the rest of the team, we do appreciate your company. Join us same time tomorrow for another conversation. I am Alfred Okansi. Have a good night.